Good morning, everyone. I am your science teacher. Today, I'll be teaching you chapter number 18, a busy month. As you all know from a word, busy month, that busy means we are always doing something, and it's a month we are talking about, which is starting of the months. That is, we start our course in April, where the sun is very bright and shiny, and the heat is almost there in the air. So, it's a very sunny morning we are talking about, and we'll catch in this chapter about different types of birds' life, and to know them, we will study their nest, and we will also study in this chapter that different types of their beaks and claws, which helps them to live their lives. Let's move on and remember what are the points we will go through in this chapter. Most birds make nest in the beginning of the summer season. They make nest of trees between stones behind shells or leaves. Nests are made of grass, twigs, roots, wool, hair, leaves, and even cobwebs. Birds have many enemies like human beings and animals who steal their eggs. Birds' feet are according to their needs. That is, webbed feet to live in water, crooked feet to hold the tree branches, etc. Birds' beaks depend on the food they eat. Animals and human beings have teeth depending on their food requirements. So, we'll study about these things in the chapter. Now, let's just begin. These are the common words which are shown in front of you, and you will know about these birds in these slides. Now, see, you have seen sparrow, you have seen sunbird, and even you have seen Indian robin. But burbits are usually not seen because they always migrate from one place to another. Now let's just know where these birds make nest. First, let's just move and know them. Let's just start. Dove. Dove make their nest in old buildings. Indian robin make nest in space between stones, and crow make the nest in high up on the tree. Coppersmith make nest in hole in a tree trunk, like our bird woodpecker. Next is pigeon. Pigeon make nest in house. Sunbird. Sunbird hangs from branches of a tree. They make their nest in the branches of the tree which is hanging. And let's just move on. Nest of the birds, we will study how some birds make their nest, and they are very special. These are tailor bird. First, you should know that tailor bird, through her name we can know that tailor bird is basically makes the nest, stitch the two leaves on the bushes with the sharp beak, and make the nest and lay their eggs on it. Let's come to another bird, that is weaver bird. Weaver bird is like this, as you can see on the PPT. The birds build their nest together for protection, often several to a branch. The nests are woven with strong strips of padded leaves, rough grasses, and strong strips torn from palm fronds. Usually, the male birds basically make these nests to attract the female birds so that they can come and live in this nest. And the weaver bird colonies may be found close to the water bodies, near to the seas, where you can see these types of birds. Indian robin. Indian robin basically nests are built during rocks, in holes in walls, or in the tree hollow. Chicks have black down means their chicks are basically black in color. They just look black, and these birds basically make the nest in between the rocks in the holes of the tree so that they can survive. Next, extinct bird. What do you mean by extinct bird? Extinct bird means they are no longer on earth because of inhuman behavior of the people, because some people hunt them, some people make use of them, and they are no more in the planet earth. Like you can see great oak, dodo, passenger pigeon, jan, moa. These are the birds which are basically got extincted from the planet earth and they are no more found. Next is migrating birds. What do you mean by migrating birds? Migrating birds means the birds is migrating bird is the regular seasonal genre done by the many types of birds. Means migrating means a simple word that means that a bird move from one place to another. That's why they are called migrating birds, and they basically move from one place to another because this depends upon different reasons like food, habitats, or even on the climatic condition of that particular place, and even because of the seasonal journey. They live in particular season in somewhere and then they shift for the another place in another season. So these are called migrating birds. Now, every bird is unique and they are different from each other. So, these birds you can see in the picture have different beaks, and these beaks are basically important for them for different purposes. Like some birds have beaks which are basically used to tear and eat meat. That, for example, eagle. Let's move to make holes in the wood and tree trunk. For example, woodpecker and hops to suck nectar. Basically, these birds are hummingbirds and sunbird. To find insects and worm from mud and shallow water. These birds are kingfisher and even kiwi. To break crush seeds, that is parrot and hornbill. To cut and eat many kinds of food, these birds are nighthawk. So these are the different birds which use their different beaks to do these things for their survival. Now, if you can see, the birds' beaks are important as well as their feet are important. Some birds have feet to swim in the water, that is ducks and swan. Some birds have to hold the tree trunk from their feet, that is parrot and crow. Some birds have to catch their prey and find their food, that is vulture and eagle. Then some birds are basically are there to climb the trees, that is woodpecker, I'm sorry. Then there are some birds which are use their feet to walk on the land, that is crane and ostrich. So you have learned today the different birds have different beaks and feet. Now let's just know about the teeth of the different animals. Now, if you can see in the PPT, there are different animals shown, and everyone has the unique feature of their teeth. Like humans' teeth are basically divided into inferiors, canines, and premolar. So they used to some teeth are used to cut the food, some is used to crush the food, and some is used to bite the food. They do the different kinds of work. Now, as you know, cow has front teeth short because they snip the grass so that they can bite the grass easily and chew it later through their later teeth. Cat has sharp teeth to tear and cut the meat. Squirrel has very unique quality that it has front teeth are very long and it grows throughout the life because they have this unique quality, and these teeth are used to cut the things, and these teeth become their power, and these grow throughout their life. So they always try to groaning the teeth, that is, they always try to rub their teeth with the other things. And then it's snake's teeth are very sharp and curved, and they don't bite anyone. They basically swallow their food and don't eat them, they only swallow the food. So, after this chapter, we know that birds make all our world beautiful. They teach us to be delighted. In spite of their limitation, they do the impossible task. So, we should be inspired from them. Thank you, everyone. I hope this is clear to you. Thank you.